From the Albuquerque Journal, this is the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. It's Monday, May 11th. Here's what we're covering on today's episode. 3 Republican candidates for governor, Greg Hall, Duke Rodriguez, and Doug Turner, kept things mostly cordial during a debate at the Albuquerque Journal, focusing on affordability, crime, and education. Hall, the current GOP frontrunner, emphasized public safety and educational reform, while Turner highlighted support for Donald Trump and small business policies. Rodriguez pitched himself as the, quote, only non-politician, stressing healthcare and economic opportunity. All 3 candidates agreed that independent voters will likely decide the June 2nd primary, and shared similar views on tax cuts, education reform, and expanding trade programs in schools. Differences emerged on crime solutions, however, with Hull pushing for more policing, while Turner and Rodriguez focused on economic opportunity and education improvements. In the closing statements, each outlined priorities for their first 100 days, which ranged from healthcare reform to charter school changes and stabilizing state education leadership. The Pentagon released 162 previously classified files, videos, and images tied to UFOs and unexplained aerial phenomenon dating back to 1945, including more than a dozen tied to New Mexico. The documents revisit famous events like the Roswell incident and Cold War-era, quote, green fireball sightings near military sites, but they stop short of confirming extraterrestrial life. The records reveal decades of government concern and curiosity with military officials, FBI investigators, and scientists documenting unexplained lights, discs, and glowing orbs that were seen by pilots and civilians. Among the stranger claims was a 1950 report describing 3 recovered, quote, flying saucers in New Mexico, allegedly containing small humanoid bodies, though the story was never verified. The files also include accounts from Buzz Aldrin and other Apollo astronauts describing unexplained lights near the moon. The release follows an order from President Donald Trump to declassify more government records on UFOs and UAPs, with officials promising additional disclosures in the future. A new report from the New Mexico Legislative Finance Committee found that about 32,000 New Mexicans ages 16 to 24 are neither working nor attending school, which is roughly 16% of that age group. Still above the national average, the state estimates that disconnected youth cost New Mexico $623 million a year in lost tax revenue, and affected young adults face higher risks of mental health struggles, substance abuse, and involvement with the criminal justice system. The report identified a lack of education, housing stability, family conflict, and limited job opportunities as major drivers of disconnection. Native American youth have the highest rates, especially in western New Mexico, around Gallup and Shiprock. High numbers were also reported in Albuquerque's South Valley and eastern New Mexico. Homeless and foster youth showed especially low graduation rates. Organizations like Youth Development Incorporated are trying to close the gap through job training, housing help, and mental health support, but leaders say demand exceeds available services. State officials hope that expanded workforce training, alternative schools, and early intervention programs can reduce disconnected youth rates by 10% over the next 3 years and bring New Mexico closer to the national average. And California couple Jim Ellis and Gail Ellis pledged $30 million to the University of New Mexico, the largest donation in the school's 135-year history. The gift will rename the Anderson School of Management as the James and Gail Ellis School of Business Leadership, marking the first time a UNM college has been renamed because of a philanthropic contribution. UNM officials said the endowment-backed gift will expand scholarships, emergency financial aid, global learning opportunities, and workforce-focused programs aimed at helping students succeed regardless of their financial background. Part of the donation also includes a $5 million challenge fund to encourage large gifts to the business school. James Ellis, a UNM business graduate and former dean of the USC Marshall School of Business, said the university helped launch his career and that the investment is meant to strengthen opportunities for future students. The renamed school replaces the long-standing tribute to late oil executive Robert O. Anderson, whose family said they support the transition into a, quote, new chapter for the university. The leading news is powered by the journalism of the Albuquerque Journal. If you enjoy hearing all of the stories we share with you here daily, please consider becoming a digital subscriber to the Journal by utilizing the discount code in our show notes. Every subscription helps support local journalism and allows us to provide you with the news that matters to you. Now taking a look at Albuquerque's weather forecast. Today you can expect sunny skies with a high near 87, and as for this evening, clear skies with a low around 56. To keep up with all the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal, you can visit our website at abqjournal.com. That's the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. We'll be back tomorrow.